So have you ever avoided addressing performance concerns or personal issues with your direct report, your peer, or even your leader? Because either it's uncomfortable, you don't know the words to use, or you are simply too busy. The number one reaction to difficult conversations is avoidance. And I'm going to talk today about 3 things that you can do to overcome this very common leadership mistake. Hello, my name is Cindy Jansen, and I'm a facilitator and coach with Living as a Leader and Living as a Leader Online. I was coaching a leader recently, and she shared that she was avoiding an issue with one of her direct reports because she knew how the employee would respond to the conversation and it wasn't going to be good. When I asked how long this issue had gone unaddressed, she said 5 weeks. She went on to say that in the past, this employee would react negatively and then go to this leader's boss. The leader I was coaching was simply decided wasn't worth it, and it wasn't worth her time or worth the follow-up conversation with her boss. She ended by saying she just hopes the issue will go away. I used to call this my hope and pray strategy and would use it from time to time. This is where you hope the employee just figures it out on their own and pray that it just goes away. I found in my time of leading that strategy never paid off for me. For so many leaders, we avoid situations because it's uncomfortable, it feels awkward, we don't know the words to use, we dislike confrontation, or we're just simply too busy with our own stuff. Or like this leader, decided it just wasn't worth the uncomfortableness. So I want to share 3 things that you can do today to overcome avoidance. So number 1, be aware of what and why you are avoiding. Is it because of the relationship with the person? Is it because for a variety of reasons you're uncomfortable or simply have a lack of time? When leaders decide to approach the person directly after avoiding for a prolonged amount of time, they've often waited too long to voice their concerns, resulting in conversations that are overly charged. And as a result, unproductive. I like to call these the unglued moments. We've waited too long and the emotion and frustration continue to build until we become unglued. So we respond in less than stellar ways. Or we've waited and larger issues get built, all the while the person that you need to have the conversation with has no idea that there is something that they need to do differently. So what is one thing that you are avoiding today and what is the reason? Number 2, foster a commitment that you will address key issues, whether that be committing a deadline to yourself or just simply scheduling the time. Shift your mindset from saying, oh, I have to have this conversation to I get to have this conversation. When a leader is not addressing difficult situations, others who report to that leader are watching and they're waiting for that tough conversation to happen because they may be directly or indirectly being impacted. So make that commitment to you and to the team. Doing this will help you and your people can be the best they can be. And finally, find the courage to have the conversation. Courage is there for the taking if you choose it. If you struggle with courage or confidence, which, let's be honest, so many of us do, find someone who can help you, whether it be a trusted peer, another leader, or a friend. And instead of hiding behind the discomfort, recognize that it's going to be difficult. You may find that simply admitting that to yourself will make it less uncomfortable. And as a leader, my greatest regrets are the conversations I didn't have, not the ones that didn't go as well as I had hoped. I regret the times I chickened out and didn't have a tough conversation at all because I was more concerned about how I was feeling. I had my self-interest in mind. And those conversations could have helped our team or changed the trajectory of someone else's work or career. And I wish I had more courage in those moments. See, when you deal effectively with key issues, you reduce the risk of a situation getting blown out of proportion. By addressing the tough issues early on, you will make your team more productive, effective, and more confident in your leadership abilities. And you increase the confidence in your own leadership abilities. I hardly have to tell you that the role of a leader, it is an important one, and you're responsible for guiding and motivating your team to achieve its goals. And when things don't go right, you're the one who needs to offer guidance and redirective feedback. So focus on how you can make a shift from a self-centered thinking to an other-centered thinking. Because remember, when you become a leader, it's not about you anymore. So to review, here are the 3 takeaways from our video. Be aware of what you are avoiding, foster a commitment that you will address key issues, and find the courage to have the conversation because it is there for the taking. Thanks for watching and happy leading.